Oh, do I have something exciting to show you guys. Y'all are going to be pumped. This video is a lot different than normal. I'm just filming off my phone, but that's because I got something. Well, it's not new. Well, I mean, that's my 950 HOEX, but I bought a used CFMOTO. And we're going to pull this out and I'm going to show it to you. And if you are familiar with my channel, this ought to look familiar to you, because this was my first ever CFMOTO and I just bought it back. All right, so let's get this thing out so that we can take a little closer look at it. Oh yeah, it looks rough. I know it hadn't been taken care of to my standards, but let's move it out and we'll talk about it. Let's get right into the details about this. This is a 2020 model CFORCE 500, and I actually was the original buyer of this machine back in early October of 2019. It might have been late September, can't really remember, but I bought this thing and it was my first CFMOTO. Actually, if you have been a fan of the channel since the beginning, then you should recognize this. I've made a lot of videos with this. It was my first video of a CFMOTO, and I ended up selling it to my buddy Dustin, and he has had it for Lord, over 2 years, 2.5 years almost. And he's been using it at a campground where he is the campground caretaker. And as you can see, it's been stored outside. It's got a lot of mildew built up. He's probably washed this thing maybe twice in the last 2.5 years. You can see where he would haul a bunch of stuff, tools, tool bags, pulling logs. He was cutting a bunch of trees and doing a lot of projects. So he was throwing chains up here. And this thing is taking a beating. What we're gonna do with this, there's a lot of sentimental value to this, and that's why I wanted to buy it from him. And he plans to get a U-Force 1000 XL because he's got a family of 5 just like I do. So he needs the crew cab, and so he sold me this. I didn't want anybody else to get their hands on it. And I plan on keeping this long term now. And what I want to do is use this machine to I'm going to do a full video series for you, how to do a full service, front diff, rear diff, engine oil, all your basic stuff on upkeep on a machine. So we'll do a full service, we'll do a radiator flush, doing all the new coolant. I plan on using engine ice and stuff from Main Street Cycle. I'm going to go through and check I'm going to smoke test the snorkels again. I mean, look at this. You can tell this thing was stored outside during the Mississippi summer because the vent hoses, see if that'll focus, are blistered from the heat. That is crazy. So I'm going to replace these hoses. We're going to clean this thing up real good. Like I said, he's probably only washed it twice since he had it. So it's going to be fun because I'm also going to, we'll do a complete service on this thing, and any wearable items, we're going to see how it's held up over 3 years. No, that's not super old, but hey, it's a lot of you have a 2020 model or older, so hopefully you can use this video series that we're about to do with this machine and help you service yours as well as replace a few wearable items. I plan on taking you through the clutch, and we'll replace a few wearable items in the CVTech clutch, as well as I plan on putting a stage 3 clutch kit from MSC in this. If I keep these tires, I'll do the stage 3 mud kit, but if I change and do something lighter weight, I may do the trail kit. So I don't know yet, we'll see, but it's going to be fun. We're going to do a bunch of videos with this. I think you're going to really enjoy it. I'm excited to see how it does after I freshen it up. I haven't even got to ride it. I unloaded it and put it in the shed there with the 950. My buddy Christian borrowed the crew cab because he needed a ride this weekend, so that's where that's at. But anyways, got some exciting things coming. I know this was just filmed with my iPhone, so nothing fancy. But this doesn't even have a lift kit. If I do keep these tires, I'll probably do our lift kit from Main Street Cycle. We're gonna check the wheel bearings. We're gonna check the bushings. We're gonna just do whatever we can to get this thing looking good and performing well. Plan on doing the MSC tune on it. Just anything I can do. Hey, why don't you comment below what you think we need to do with this? Comment what you'd like to see on this CFORCE 500. Any accessories or any particular service things. Man, that dude got some paint on here too. God, this poor thing. Well, hey, it runs and sounds great. That's a plus. Let's see. Oh yeah. And of course, anytime you snorkel a machine, you're going to hear a lot of the CVT noise. So, the whining of the clutch, that's just part of, being able to vent your inlet and your outlet on your CVT. But other than that, it runs great. Yeah, this thing needs a bath. But we're going to do some ride videos with it. We'll go creek riding, mud riding. We'll have a good time with this thing, so look forward to that on the channel here at Real Talk Power Sports. Make sure you leave a comment. That always helps with the algorithm. The more interaction, the better. Give the video a thumbs up. Tell me what you'd love to see. God bless you. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.